making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So the Florida Gators offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second, and it allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Wilson. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's ball. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
4th down coming up.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
A
like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's flagged away. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the ground. They knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hester. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Power football with the run.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
He's brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's McGowan. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Big guy smells it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 85 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Open spaces. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida!
And there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. It's complete to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Kentucky will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Big pressure, but no problem for this guy. What a rocket. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give to the single back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another first down. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Caught in the backfield. It's ball. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Escapes trouble. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Trying to bully their way in. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Absolutely center cut. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And we're all square square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Setting up the screen. Turning it on! And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
On the screen.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Hansen. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
The Gators have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Wilson. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the 1st. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll go right back to him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
At the 5-yard line. It's 3rd down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Lagway. Grab near the marker, it's Sturdivant. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's ball. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Handoff from the gun. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Wilson. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And first down for the offense.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's long. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Handoff to the single back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Rushes on him. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down coming up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Good timing on the quick out. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? gets Sturdivant. He's out past the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give on the counter. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Off play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The Gators are marching down the field. On the ground, it's ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it Flagway. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? That big play, a perfect example of why receivers relentlessly work on the release.
Yeah, work on that release, work on their hands getting by the DB. When I'm getting that press man and he's up in my face, man, that is a hard assignment if I don't really get my hands on the receiver. And he wins off the line of scrimmage. Quarterback finds him, sees man coverage, makes a big play.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing forward. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, down and throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on 4th down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or do you've got a play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game getting it done. Gators have a long history of guys who can get it done up top, but this quarterback can hurt you with his legs.
Yeah, just such a great job. This offense, you think about the great Florida teams, always had a great trigger man that could hurt you in a multitude of ways, but you have to have that guy to be really successful.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Picks up 3. Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
You just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his 2nd missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline and get his confidence back.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
At the 46-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
And the Gators send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Hard running there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Turns it on at midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the counter play. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
To the ground with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Florida! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Makes the grab. It's ball. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Finds his big tight end. They ain't knocking down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Gives it on the option. Trucks through the defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll try it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Now on first down from the 30. Gonna run it. It's ball. Steamrolls his way ahead. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
You know they're feeling good about this drive. They've picked up a couple of first downs. Now they've got it at the 40. He'll keep it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. It's Livingston. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. makes the grab. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. On target to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And they were able to complete the corner route to the big fella. Nice job by the QB putting air under the football there so he could locate the ball as soon as he came out of his break running towards the sideline. It was right over top of the shoulder for the easy pitch and catch.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Gonna look downfield again. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He makes a grab. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a...
Pass to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. It's incomplete, and the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.